When do hidden processes make sense for entrepreneurs and their teams? Welcome to today's episode. My name is Tom Rolley. Excited to talk to you about that because most of the time we have been discussing on this podcast, on this series of live videos, that the problem that you face is that your processes are hidden, that your team are working from assumed knowledge, learnt knowledge. They have been receiving instructions that are passed down. They solve problems on the fly as they arise, but they're the same problems they solved last week and the week before and 3 weeks before that. But every time they come and solve them, and interestingly enough, in a slightly different way, giving you the dreaded inconsistent results. So it's been the journey that we've been discussing in this systems creating results idea, that the more that you can document and bring out of the hidden realms into the seen realms, the processes, when you've got this stuff written down, suddenly your teams are going to operate more consistently, more effectively, with less errors, and you can do way more with way less. So the interesting concept then comes, well, when would you want to keep them hidden? Would this ever make sense? And I want to bring to your attention that there is a particular case. If you know that a system creates the desired results every time, and you have documented those processes clearly, then you may choose to make them hidden because you don't want your team to even be involved in the processes. You just want them to do the work. And you can do this with software. So software makes sense. Software, you might just show them, hey, do this, do this, do this. And when those three things are done, suddenly in the background, all of the magic happens. You know all the automations, you know all the documents that have got to be produced. Perhaps there's software that goes out and pulls ideas from the web, or it documents research. And it just comes out and says, now search this, or rewrite this, or choose between this. So this is a very linear experience where there's an input and there's an output, and all of the underlying processes that are going on are hidden. You don't need your team to know about them. You just need the software to handle them. Now, this works when a system does not change very frequently, because every time the system changes, that means you've got to have a software developer or somebody go in, a human go in and tweak the back end and fix it. If you have things that change a lot, then you want your team to be able to do that. And so this is not an occasion that you want software involved. You want them to be able to edit and improve and change the processes because it needs to be editable. The second case where this doesn't work is if you are not sure what those system processes are. Like, what are the actual steps to get you that result? If you're not at that extremely defined level, then you're not going to do this. But if you are, then you can literally just tell them and flash up the screen and say, hey, fill this in, do this, and all of the software is happening in the background to get them through the hidden processes and get them through to that consistent result without them even knowing this. This is going to be a value judgment. You're going to weigh the cost of the software versus the cost of just having your team do it step by step. In some instances where there's a lot of repetitive work or a lot of work that can go out and be done by software or computers, then this may make sense. The rest of the time, you're going to want your processes out of the hidden realms and in the seen realms. But when you have that particular instance where you're like, you know what, we know exactly what we want, we know how to do it, then your next step is to consider a software option in order to bring through that particular result without your team even needing to know what they need to do. All right, that's all I got for you today. I hope you're having an awesome day and enjoyed this extra episode, this little hidden one, where we look at when does the hidden make sense. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on the next episode as we continue this powerful journey into how systems create results. I'll see you then.